Bankruptcy is a legal tool, just like if you were a carpenter and you had a hammer and a saw and a tape measure, to help you get a fresh financial start when you've become overwhelmed by debt. If you've tried everything else you could think of to get out of debt and there's nothing else left to do, then you know bankruptcy is a good option. It's not about losing everything. It's about regaining control. And honestly, freedom from debt is one of the most satisfying feelings that you could possibly ever think of having. Credit in the United States of America is relatively easy to get, and it's useful to buy a car or buy a house or cover unexpected expenses and stuff like that. But the interest just accumulates, and if you get behind, they start adding in late fees and maybe possibly even attorney fees, and it just can easily snowball into becoming something that's completely out of control. And if you try to pay it back and you realize it's never going to happen in 10, 20, 30 years, filing a bankruptcy might be the perfect solution to become debt free. So the bankruptcy laws are governed by federal laws. The history of bankruptcy to me is pretty interesting. They've been around over 400 years. When people were in debt 400 years ago and they couldn't pay it back, indentured to their creditors, and their whole family might become indentured and have to work off the debt for free to pay back the debt. And they embarrassed them and ridiculed them, and it was a lot different. So when this country was being formed 250 years ago, Thomas Jefferson wrote Article 2, bankruptcy laws are in the Constitution of the United States. It's federal law. And Thomas Jefferson was the third president of the United States, and he himself filed bankruptcy to get rid of his debts.